All right, so I wanted to do part three because it's hard to get that covered in just a short time. But anyway, it's a known trauma that is inflicted on people from like indigenous groups and things like that, that they're robbed of their lineages and their heritage and the knowledge of what bands they come from or what groups of indigenous and like where their family was located when they were captured and why they know that they're indigenous or any of these things. Like nothing followed those people. And so they were robbed of the knowledge of their, like, a lot of people, of their land and of their people. Whether they like lost the names or not is like the least important part. It's the fact that they lost the like traditions that were passed down and then skipped so many generations that those traditions started to die out. And so people didn't remember them anymore, and it wasn't their fault. It was taken from them. So that was just like a whole other situation that my dad was involved in all the time. And I was like, why is that such a big deal to you? You're not even registered with any tribe, because we had discussed all that when I was young. And he was just like, it's hard to describe why I don't have that, but then if you go past this point where we live, I do. And I didn't like understand then what the treaty lines were or why they only applied when we would be there. Oh my gosh, it's such a like, it's hard to describe. And then later on, it like all made sense. But at the time, I was just a kid. I did not realize that there's some sort of like, I don't know even how to describe it, like tribal warfare going on or something. And my dad was like all a part of all that. And he couldn't say what tribe he was from, because if he was caught down in that area, he could be like attacked or something like that. I didn't even know what it was all about until later. And then I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are like the Quileutes. And my dad was like, I know. It was like really weird. I was just talking to him on the phone. He just kept saying, I know. And I was like, that is ridiculous, Dad. He said, that's what I told you that one time that we were together and the people just gave me the key to the city right in front of you. I said, that was weird. I was at a diner and I was a grown-up already. So I was like, yeah, my dad has weird things happen sometimes like that. But when the mayor came up and was like, you get to be the mayor now. And I was like, and my dad was like, happy birthday, I guess. I'm sorry. This always happens sometimes. Yeah, I was just like, what the hell? Long story that I'll tell another time. But yeah.